Hey everyone, and welcome to day two of Confessions of a Laptop Entrepreneur. So I'm going to just give you just a second. I'm going to invite some people. If you are a replay viewer, this is the time that you are going to typically want to knock me out. And just give me just a few minutes, please, and I will be done this. I'm just going to invite people so like people can see that I'm on, basically. Give me just a second. And if you're getting an invite and you're like, what the hell? Get out of the group. Because I'm only inviting people that are in the group, I think. I don't know if I am. I don't know who the hell I'm inviting. I'm just kind of going down the list. Okay. And once you arrive, please say hi. Say hi to me. Let me know you're here. Just so that I know who's here. Okay. And if you know of anybody who needs to see this, please invite them or share this out. Because I really want as many people as possible to, hear this message and be informed. Okay. All right. So I think we are good now. Okay. Hey, what's going on? Hi, everyone. Okay, so for YouTube, because this will be posted on my video blog, welcome to day 2 of Confessions of a behind the scenes of a laptop entrepreneur, right? So if that is you, or if you have been doing that, or if it's something that you want to do, stay here because I'm going to go for 20 days at least and tell you a bunch of things that I think most people aren't saying. As I said yesterday, my reasoning behind doing this is because I want to really I don't want to just talk about bringing, realness to the industry. I really want to. It's really in my heart, and it's just like this huge passion and mission I have right now to do so. So you are witnessing that. So today, confession is I wanted the 0 to 100K story in 6 months. And has any of you ever gone through that? Has any of you ever, or have any of you ever seen that? If you guys have ever seen like the posts, the people talking about, I went from 0 to 100K in like fucking 2 days, and if you want to learn how, come be with me. And has anybody ever experienced that? Has anybody ever felt like you wanted that or put that kind of pressure on yourself? Let me know. I'm going to give you the backstory on this, and then I'm going to tell you why it affected my business, and why, this is you, and even if it's just in the back of your mind and you don't really realize that it's actually running you, I'm going to tell you how it's affecting you, because I know how it affected me. So just to recap just a little bit. So I'm coming off of I took a couple months off from my group, shut this group down. This group had 1,500 members in it. I was very angry at my group, very angry at Facebook in general, very angry at the industry, and I was kind of you could see it in my posts. People were messaging me and they're like, are you okay? And I'm like, yeah, and you're pissing me off just because you're messaging me, leave me alone, right? I kind of went through this whole anger spell, and here's what I learned about myself, is that there's a lot of fluff online, whether you're on Instagram, Facebook, Pinterest. It doesn't matter what platform you're on. The wonderful thing and the shitty thing about online is we get to pretty much fake who we are, or we get to show you all of the sides we want you to see online, right? So it's kind of like going to that house party to this girl or this woman or this family who just always seems like they have it all together, and you go to their house party at a designated time, and of course their house is always put together and the dinner is so nice and their family just acts wonderful, right? But that's because you're not there with them 24/7. They expected you to be there. When you show up there unexpected, you see a whole different side, right? But it's kind of like what it's like online is you're coming to my dinner party because I'm only posting online what I want you to see, and I'm only showing you a side of me that I want you to see. Can you relate to that? Maybe you can relate to that. Maybe you've seen that, and maybe that's put a little bit of a sour taste in your mouth, like I know that it has done for me. So I don't know really where I was going on that rant, but that's true. It's just how it is, right? So here's what happened. Is I saw all of this when I was a police officer. I saw all of this, and when I was a police officer, like what you have to know about first responders, and maybe you can relate, is like we didn't make, like, you know, I was making 50, 60 grand a month, and not a month, a year from being a cop, but I was working my ass off, and I wasn't seeing my fiance at all, and my house was a complete disaster. And while I will tell you, I was in really good shape. I was in a lot better shape than I am right now, just gonna say. I wasn't, like, I just felt like my soul was, like, sucked from me. Like, it was just this daily grind, and when I got hurt, it was like the universe's way of, like, sending me over the edge and being like, ha, okay, guess what? Like, now you gotta come back and take time to go within, and you gotta slow down. And so when I was, like, in the cruiser and I was taking all these trainings and, like, I was learning about the industry, I just would see these 0 to 100K stories. Like, and that's all I ever wanted. I just wanted to be a six-figure earner. I just want to be a six-figure earner. I just want to be a six-figure earner, right? And so that has been, like, playing in the back of my mind since I got into this industry and I friggin', like, hired my first coach. Well, the second coach I ever hired, she actually had that story. She made over $100,000 in 6 months. And then she completely broke down, and then she ended up having to go to the hospital. And she was cool because she came out and, like, she talked about that. But a lot of people don't talk about that part, right? Like, a lot of people don't talk about, like, what goes behind the making of the $0 to $100,000 in 6 months if you're not scaled, if you're not, like, if you don't have systems and structure set up, if you're not ready for that. And here's the thing, you guys, is the reason why this is such a confession, because maybe up until this point, you're like, what the fuck is that confession about, Autumn? Like, we all want that. The reason why it's such a confession is that ran me. And if it's running you, you're not giving your best self forward. You're not, because money's running you. And when money's running you, you're just, like, that's a whole different confession, but I'm going to kind of go into it. When you let a money desire run you in a service-based business, I do not believe, from my experience, you are tapped into your, highest truth and greatest good. I don't believe you are. I don't believe that you are putting forth your best stuff. Hi, Sam. And I don't believe that you are, I just don't believe that you are, I gotta think about how to say this, like, and I don't want to, like, offend anybody, but, like, I just don't believe you're being real. I just don't believe you're being real. And so, that's a confession, you guys. I've been doing that for 2 years, and, like, this is hard for me, okay? So, like, as you're gonna see, as we go through these, like, 20 days, like, it's fucking hard for me. You're gonna see the resistance. The resistance is coming up. Now, what I want you to know is that I completely love my clients, and I haven't always loved every single person, and, like, whatever, and, like, you're gonna go through that. The people that I'm working now, I really love, but can I tell you something? I put that money hustle, I put it in my back pocket. I had a long conversation with my fiance, and I was just like, listen, like, I need to stop striving for $100,000. I need to stop striving for 20K months. Like, I need to just kind of calm down. Like, did I hit goals, you guys? Yeah. Did I have 10K, 15K months? Yes, I did. Like, I've done that. Now, listen. That's not everything. And that's, like, what everyone needs to understand. Like, after I made, like, those months, it wasn't, like, my life fucking dramatically changed. Like, no, my life got dramatically more busy, and I got dramatically more fucking confused about everything because I was like, wait, this doesn't feel good. Like, this isn't how it's supposed to feel. I'm not in the Caribbean. Why am I not in the Caribbean? Like, why am I not, like, why am I not flying on a jet plane? Like, why am I not, like, being like all these other entrepreneurs? And I got very angry again. And I've been going through this, like, angry pattern because I just see all this stuff and I'm like, oh, I want this. Like, I want to go travel the world and, like, I want all this stuff. And then I get there and I'm like, I don't think I really want that. Like, I think I wanted it because somebody out there who I like put it out there and said it was, like, the coolest thing ever, because maybe for them that it is, or maybe it's not and it's just the cool thing to do and they just put it out there. Because when I got there, I was like, whoa, like, this is not what I signed up for. This is not what I thought it was going to be. Like, wait a minute, what? And, like, for me, my career as a police officer is done. Okay? Like, I don't get to go back and be a cop. Not that I want to, but, like, I don't really have anything to fall back on. Okay? And so I've been going through this, like, oh my God, this is it. Like, I don't know if anybody can relate to that, but, like, I've been going through this, oh my God, like, this is it? Holy fuck, like, I don't know. Like, oh my gosh, right? Because when I was a police officer, when someone would piss me off, we would find ways around that and I would deal with that accordingly, right? But as, like, an online entrepreneur, when people piss you off, like, you don't have, I'm not the type, I'm not going to go back and forth with you online. Like, that's just not who I am, right? Like, it's very unprofessional. And, you know, at the end of the day, even though we're on Facebook, we are running professional businesses. And I think a lot of people forget that. Like, I'm not going to go back and forth with you. That's not what I'm about. So what do? I block and then I get the hell off Facebook because I'm pissed off. And, like, I just didn't like that. I didn't like the roller coaster. So if you're on that roller coaster, pay attention to me, because what was driving that was money, is what I'm trying to tell you. The $0 to $100,000, making 6 figures in 6 months, you know, and watching all these pretty people and beautiful brands and watching all this stuff and, like, all these people making all this money. That's not it, you guys. That's not it, okay? I really love money. I'm sure you love money. I love the freedom money brings us, okay? But when you are not getting, how do I say this? Like, when you're not serving from your heart to receive that money, I'm telling you right fucking now that when you receive the money, it's nowhere near as good as when you're, like, when you just showed up and you just served your heart out and you, like, you really gave to somebody, like, everything, and then you receive money. I'm telling you, it just changes. Like, you know, I've had some one-on-one clients that I really consider, like, my family. Like, I still check on my one-on-one clients. Like, I still check on clients that I've worked with. Like, my first one-on-one client ever, I still talk to consistently. The woman changed my life. And because I fucking genuinely love her. And so when we had this exchange, because, you know, I loved her, I still do, it just felt so much more amazing. Now, I didn't get paid $5,000. I didn't get paid thousands of dollars for these one-on-one clients, you know. Some of them I have, some of them I haven't, and it's okay. That's what I'm just trying to hear to tell you, okay? Like, I'm not going to keep going on and on and on, but you have to hear this. It's okay for you not to make fucking 0 to 6 figures. It's okay. And you know what? It's okay if you never make 6 figures in your business. If you're coming from your heart, okay, come here. And I know you're like, Autumn, I hear this all the time. No, hear me, because I wasn't. I was doing what I thought was great. I did what this coach told me. I allowed this coach and this coach to tell me who I was and how to show up and how to build a fucking brand and how to do all of this stuff, okay? And that's not where the money's at. The money, meaning the treasure, meaning the gold, meaning the best feeling ever, is not in the 6 and 7, 8 figures, okay? If you are not coming from a place of full fucking service, like full on, I would do this, I love this, I love talking to you about this. You're not doing it because you're trying to fit in, not doing it because, you know, you think you should, okay? I can't say this enough, because I would preach this to you guys all the time, but I wasn't doing it. And that's why you've seen me. You've been like, Autumn, I got fucking whiplash. Like, you're doing this and you're doing this and you're doing this. Yes, I've changed what I've been doing because I just couldn't fucking figure it out, because I was so caught up with business coaching makes me money, and people come to me for this, and people come to me for that. Well, I should be doing this, and my fiance thinks I should do this, and this coach thinks this, and everyone thinks I should do all this shit. And I got really caught up with it, but this is what's going to make me money, and this is how I made 10K months, and this is how I made, all this shit. And it got me, well, here I am. I've learned a lot of lessons. It got me really angry. It got me really turned off with the industry. It got me, you saw I shut down my Facebook group of 1,500 people. It got me not making a ton of money, right? Like, I've made enough, obviously, to keep going in my business, but my income from the last 6 months compared to the 6 months prior is completely different. But I took some time to go within. I took some time to do things that most won't. And now I just feel like it's so important for me to come and share it with you. And it's hard, okay? Like, it's not easy, and it's hard. And it's hard to sit there and be like, yeah, I was chasing the money. I'm telling you this. I'm telling the clients that I've been working with, and I'm telling you as people who've hung out with me from day one, like, guys, like, I started out and I started chasing the money. Like, not always when I started out, but at some point in my business, I got kind of caught up in what can I do to make, $20,000 a month so that I can make $100,000 a year. And I'm going to leave you with this. The money will come when you're happy and when you are serving. Like, truly serving. Like, serving in a way that if you make money, wonderful, but if you don't, it's okay. Serving in a way that, like, what you're doing better than anybody else, so, like, you're so 100% confident in what you do and what you're saying that nobody can like step to you. Like, when you learn, like, when the universe like fucking mirrors back to you, maybe this is your mirror, that this is how you need to serve, that's when the money will come. So if you can't do that with what you're doing right now, pivot. Do what I've done. And I know, listen, every fucking business guru out there will be like, holy shit, she's changed her mind. She's changed her mind more times than I changed my underwear. Holy fucking shit, don't do what she did. But you want to know the one thing about me, you guys? As I'm still always very true. I'm very true to my message. I can help you with your business. I can help you with your mindset. I can help you learn self-defense. And I can be there for the first responders, right? And I can help you with spirituality. I can do all of those things. Those are the things I've done my entire business. But I think now I'm just not like, I'm only gonna do one thing. And I think now I'm like, okay, so here's reality. My brand is me. And if you want to hang out with me, like Autumn Clifford, me. Not Autumn Clifford who I want you to be, not Autumn Clifford dinner party, not Autumn Clifford, the really good side of me. If you want to hang out, if you want to be a part of me and my brand, my circle, then you've got to come and you've got to hang out with me, all of me, right? Like, and that's, I don't know. That's just how I'm feeling. That's just how I'm feeling. Now, I don't know what all these gurus are going to say, and I'm sure I'm going to get a ton of backlash, and I might piss some of you off, and I'm not trying to piss you off. I'm not trying to trigger you. I'm just telling you this is where I'm coming because this is the best way that I can serve. So for me, this is how I can serve. So here's what I want you to do today, okay? So I want you to reflect today on how you can serve and how you can show up every day, okay? And that's why you've seen me. I've been really visible, and then I go in hiding, because when I go in hiding is when I'm like, all right, this isn't me. This is not me. I don't have anything to fucking say. And anything I'm going to say is going to be angry, and probably nobody wants to hear that, right? So I'm like, shit, like, this isn't me. And that's when I go into hiding. Number one, it's not really good for your business. 2, figure out how you can serve, okay? Figure out how you can serve and just really, really serve. Serve your fucking ass off. And if you feel like you can't serve, you need to pivot. Pivot, okay? You can make $100,000 dollars in a fucking day if you want to, but it's not going to feel good until you're serving, like truly serving, okay? Thanks for listening to this kind of all over the place rant. I really hope this is, I really hope you're getting it. I really hope you guys are getting something from it. Let me know. I'm going to be shooting this out. This is going to go out into my email list. If you're not on there and you're like, I need to get on there, comment below, let me know. This is going on to my YouTube video blog because I want to get this message out to as many laptop entrepreneurs as I can. I don't want anybody to feel like they're in the, like, I don't want any of you to feel like you're in the vice grips, right? Like, you're in the vice grips of, I've got to do this and I've got to do that. Like, we're breaking the vice grips, we're breaking the mold, and like, I'm leading the way for you to just do whatever the fuck it is you want to do and make money and be really good at it and just be happy, okay? Thank you for being here. Thanks for listening. I love you. Bye.